Good evening, and welcome to my show. Watch it freely, and of your own free will. I am your humble host, Count Vigostein.
With shows like The Walking Dead and films such as Zombieland, it would appear that zombies won't be dying out soon. At least in media, as zombies are already technically dead. But are you aware that before audiences were introduced to this gruesome interpretation of the undead, there was a far more different type of zombie? It will be your honor for me to tell you of them and the most prominent film they appeared in, White Zombie.
Wait a minute. This isn't a horrible film. White Zombie is a beautifully made film. Who put this here? Who is responsible for this? Who am I going to impale on a wooden stake? Get back here, you son of Frankenstein! This is bloody terrible! I can't make fun of this! It would be heresy to make fun of a Bela Lugosi film! For a third episode, what am I supposed to do? Make a bunch of Rob Zombie jokes? Well, I'm too lazy to find another film, so let's review this one. I'm so sorry, Bela. Now, before we begin, we should probably talk about the different types of zombies. This is the Voodoo Zombie. Dead, but controlled by its voodoo master. In this case, Bela Lugosi. And this is the zombie you're probably familiar with. The one that craves to eat human flesh. What are you doing? Oh God, cut this! Cut the camera!
Cut camera.
The woefully engaged Madeline and Neal have decided to get married in the romantic land of Haiti. Why are they going there, you might ask? It's because they want to be married with their obviously jealous friend and plantation owner, Charles, in attendance, despite the fact that they both know he is in love with Madeline. Charles makes his way to Dracula, Legendre, a voodoo master with a horde of zombies. Legendre gives Charles a potion to put in Madeline's drink that will kill her, which will then allow Legendre to turn her into a zombie. Oh, I almost forgot. We have a missionary preacher in the film who is basically our discount Edward Van Sloan, in that this preacher knows everything that's going on and explains it to the dumb masses who are too imbecilic to comprehend what's going on in the film. He also has a bizarre running joke about asking people for a match.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
It must be so annoying for Neal to put up with this drug-addicted old man. Stop your stupid catchphrase and continue to explain what is going on in this film!
Excuse me, Mr. Vigostein?
Yes, what is it, Tori?
Do you have a match on?
Oh, yes, of course. Here you go, man.
Oh, good, thank you.
The plan works, and our lovely bride dies. And immediately after, boom! Neal is an instant alcoholic. Almost like some sort of voodoo magic. But with the help of the preacher, who explains the plot to us, because the film certainly isn't doing that, Neal decides he must save his beloved. Will he save the day? Will Charles have any regrets? And will Bela Lugosi ever stop mugging at the camera?
Yes, and Lord, no.
White Zombie is an integral part to the horror genre. As you see, it was the first major independent horror film. But listen well, my charming children of the night. It was not by any means the first film to have zombies in it. There was a short film that had an awe-inspiring segment on Haitian zombies, but it's unfortunately lost to the sands of time.
Because I stole it and added it to my collection. Oh yes, I've actually stolen a lot of so-called lost films. There was London After Midnight, the Lost Spider Pit sequence from the original King Kong, and I even stole White Zombie. Until the 60s came, and my arch-enemy Van Halen took it from me. That's right, not Van Helsing, Van Halen. Oh, how I loathe them so.
But enough of this nauseating trivia. For now, let's talk about the the characters. It must first be clarified that we were entering the dawn of sound film, and because of this, many acting techniques became quickly outdated. Inept critics of the past criticized the awkward acting of many of the actors, and sadly, that criticism is still there today, with most people going after the lovely lead actress, Madge Bellamy. I, however, disagree with these disgusting humans. In my own humble opinion, Miss Bellamy is both enchanting as well as haunting in her portrayal of a living dead girl. Her elegant eyes bring to mind Mina from Dracula or Helen from The Mummy.
Plus, she's a pretty good piano player for a zombie.
Now, when it comes to John Harun as Neal, that's a whole other story. His silent film acting is very obvious as he slowly descends into drunkenness and madness, going for an over-the-top portrayal that could even surpass the lead alien from Plan 9 from Outer Space.
You see? You're stupid minds. Stupid.
During the beginning of the film, however, he is as boringly dull as David Manning was in Dracula and the Mummy.
2 references to Dracula and the Mummy? 2 references! Ah! Shut up.
Seriously though, my goblins and ghouls, look at him. He's so white that even his shoes and suit are white. And when our hero finally meets the villain in the last scene...
Useless, drunk hero.
In fact, I dare say that the original antagonist, Charles, has more of an arc and is a more interesting character than stupid Neal. In fact, he's so much more interesting than Neal and the discount Edward Van Sloan that it makes my icy veins boil with hot blood. Oh yeah, and discount Edward Van Sloan is an accurate term. Edward Van Sloan is the man who played these types of doctor characters who has occult knowledge and always knows what's going on.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
The only difference is that this preacher guy has this running joke about a bloody match. It's so annoying.
Hey, Count Chocula.
It's Count Vigostein, actually.
Whatever. You got a match?
Oh yes, of course, Brandon.
Thanks. You know, your face is so white and your review is so boring, I could call you White Zombie.
Brandon!
My humble apologies, my children of the night. Let us continue, but it's time to talk about the best returning actor.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about. The strings.
Hold the string.
Oh, how I love those tangled up messes. They work oh so well. Look, there comes one right now. Look, this. Oh, I feel like a cat trying to catch a bat.
In all seriousness, it's Bela Lugosi who steals the show. And this time, he's fully in the film, instead of being portrayed by a dentist with a cape, hiding his face like in Plan 9. You can tell it's him as he stares directly into the camera. Lugosi goes through a wide range of wickedly charismatic moments. He can be charming in one scene, or intimidating in the next. And must I say anything about his eyes? Like Dracula, Le Genre has strikingly powerful eyes that seem to have a will of their own. One can tell he is having fun, as am I when watching him in the role. And, in this reviewer's humble opinion, this role is on par with his portrayal of Dracula. The film knows how to use shadows, silhouettes, and composite shots, but it struggles to focus on the story, and at times it can be confusing as to what's going on. For example, when Madeline dies, it's hard to tell exactly how much time has passed. There's a shot of Neal at a bar, we have a shot of her corpse being exhumed, which Neal later enters, and then Madeline is a zombie for some unknown amount of time.
Maybe it's because of the 11 days it took to make this film. It's like a college student project where they're trying to work on a movie, but are panicking and thinking, oh no, we need to finish this movie as quickly as possible and still maintain the 12 columns of storytelling. 'Cause you, Professor Riggins!
But let's wrap this up, shall we? Charles is redeemed and sends both himself and Legendre falling off a cliff, which the zombies also casually walk off. Our heroes embrace, and we end on that dumb Looney Tunes style match joke.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
And now, it is time to judge White Zombie.
We have Bela Lugosi's eyes, chilling atmosphere, an inept drunk of a protagonist, an annoying running joke, animals on strings, and a beautiful zombie playing the piano. It shall be given 3 skulls out of 4.
That is all, my children of the night. And now, since my poor servant Janos was unfortunately killed, I shall summon my new zombie servant to take this film to my collection. Come on! Where is he? Ah, there you are. What are you doing? No! How does this thing work? I can't get him to... Ah!
Vigostein, bad, movie good.
I lost the zombie. He's after me because I dare to mock such a good film. I can't live with myself anymore.